Oh, this is Pixie doing another video. It's a great day. Yeah. Just whip it. So I've been doing my OMAD, one meal a day. Where are we? This is day 3, and I'm starting to tailor the meal a little bit because it's a bit. Well, what I had is so day 1 I had this like carvery breakfast at this place, and I thought to myself, why not do an OMAD? So I thought, well, you know, have a nice big kind of like morning fry up, and that'll keep me going throughout the whole day and round to the next day. And so what I did is I went to my local supermarket, and I had some actual discounted stuff on there. It was pretty cool basically. I must have got like 20 sausages for 50p. So I've got loads of sausages and eggs and tomatoes and mushrooms, and got myself some bread and other bits and bobs. And what I did is because it was like a pack of sausages, 6 of them, I just cooked them all, and then I cooked up 3 bits of bacon, had 4 bits of bread, I had 6 eggs, a can of beans, mushrooms, half a cooked tomato, no, half a cooked, I had 2 cooked tomatoes. They were cut in half when I ate them, but there's more than half there. And yeah, so it was pretty heavy to eat that. But today it was like I was eating it and I was thinking, oh blimey. So I might just reduce it by an egg or sausage. I probably won't have the bacon tomorrow because I've eaten it all. So yeah, probably just reduce that. As long as I don't, not at the end of the day, I mean I don't mind being a kind of, I fancy something to eat. I really wouldn't want it at a point where I'm basically, you know, starving there, biting my nails almost, and I don't want that. But you do have this thing, I had this like sensitivity had increased, and I found that I could basically, my sense of smell was a bit stronger, and so I come into a place, somebody had a chilli and I'm like, crikey, that smells good. Or I looked at a can of, like it was like a can of Monster. I mean, they're not brilliant to drink. It's just my brain knew it had some sugars and things in it, and I could taste it. Looking at it, I could taste it, and it's the same with other things. I was just picking it up on my tongue. But then again, I did do something else that was different, which I'll come on to in a little sec, and that was basically heavy stuff to do with Kali. It was like Kali Yoga. There's different references to Kali. Kali's sort of like an older thing. It's like connecting to, not like Satan or something like that, but she's kind of an aspect of a larger god. But she represents sort of like, she's like the Dark Mother Nature. That's how she kind of, for my understanding, she's a part of Mother Nature, and she reflects the a kind of nurturing, bit of a tough love thing, survival. And also the way things are, you know, we all like to paint things a lot fluffier than they actually are, but in reality it's not that at all, is it? It's a completely different story. So she represents that. And yeah, so it's a meditation. I'll just meditate with my tongue again. Like that. But what I'm doing is I'm concentrating on my tongue and I'm sensing the air on my tongue. And maybe that has increased that sense of perception. And then I started seeing her in my head a lot as well. And she's, yeah, quite amazing really. She did something with her hair, she had like skulls in her hair. So you flick her hair, it's like whack, whack, whack. You end up getting maced by her. And, yeah, strong spiritual representation. I'm probably going to do a painting of her. And I mentioned about the organ. I made this organ, I called it Kalimar. And it had a spider in it. It didn't have a real spider, it had a spider and this like magic mushroom on its back. They call it something mascarara. fly mascara. It's something like that. The red top speckled magic mushroom. And so I went out, and when I was coming back, there was a giant spider on the way in that turned up when I was there, and I'd never seen that type of spider before. It looked like a wolf spider, but it had a black hardened shell around it, and the other wolf spiders are kind of like hairy. So it didn't have the same appearance as that, so it was quite unusual. And so yeah, so I might do a painting, I might do that, I might put some other things in there. That might represent maybe my spiritual path or my understanding. So that's pretty cool. I'm off to yoga now. Actually, I do my morning bit of yoga and mix and mingle. What do you do? Anything else? Yeah, I perfected my no contact letter, so that sounds good. Little jokey, you know, it's not too hard. So I'm just reaching out to friends. Keep it all sort of fairly simple. I could reduce it, but to be honest, the impact is to demonstrate my personality in the letter. And if someone doesn't like the way you sound friendly, warm, and you're having a bit of a joke about things as well, and a lot of the jokes about myself, so it kind of impacts the serious stuff. It's a bit like a wedding speech or something. You know, they put a few jokes to change the tone, and also end on a bit of a joke, make a joke about yourself and stuff like that. Which I did. I think I made a joke about. I said I've always got a thing for satin dresses and leather boots. I just can't find the right sizes to fit. Because I made a reference to her looking great in her clothes, you kind of throw it back at myself and just joke. And it kind of touches probably on a bit of the truth there. Maybe I do like dresses and boots and satin, but it's not really a big deal. So you know, so you say somebody looks great in a dress, you don't expect them to feel uncomfortable about that. But a man's perspective, and also the state of mind of somebody at the time, if they're not in a good mood, a good place. I mean, I understand now more, but that's just one of them things, really. So, and then what you do is that letter, send it off, and leave it. You should make no more contact, really. And a lot of it kind of indicates, you know, it'd be like, don't beg it in it, you just have to go through it. It doesn't sound like I'm begging, it doesn't sound like I want them in any way. You can say, and then also carefully word in, people don't like the word love and stuff, so you might say, well, I care about you, and I sort of think about you time to time. You know, that kind of thing's kind of nice. And then it makes them, it's reflective as well. They have to say, well, do I care about them? He wasn't a bad bloke. And then they might say, and sometimes I do think about him. You know, I don't know. It's kind of that thing. It creates like a kind of polarity between you and the other person. You know, when you define one quality, you've got to define the other. And unless someone feels the same, it doesn't work. Anyway, that was kind of a side issue. I don't want to throw that in the hat, but you do as you do. And back to the OMAD. I'm just going to keep going on it, and I just adjust it. I haven't weighed myself. I mean, I feel thinner in the face, and it's probably a small amount, if anything's been burnt off. Just letting it go through the day. But once you stuffed yourself with flipping 6 sausages and 2 bits of bacon, 6 eggs and everything else, you don't feel so slim after that. You feel like, whoa. And then you look at your stomach and think, well, it hasn't actually got that big. My brother has the same. He's a weightlifter, but he eats loads of food, and you don't see it on his body. So that's what you want, really. And maybe I should tailor it, because I'm eating a lot of protein anyway, and I've got some injuries that I'm going to try to heal, so that's probably good as well. So, I'm in Henley now, and it's a lovely little place though. Right, so it's a big sign off. Have a great day, enjoy the sun wherever you are. Bye bye.